stop the resolutions and start grinding. Now, let me just say for a sidebar, so I can be very clear. I do not want people to stop making resolutions. Continue to make your resolutions. Go ahead and do it. But what I don't want you to do is make a resolution and you don't do it. Please make sure you do the resolutions that you make. If that's to go back to school, get a better job, whatever it is, make sure you do that. But for those folks that's just making resolutions because everybody else is making them, and you never live up to your resolution, please stop making resolutions. That's not helpful because you're not being honest to yourself. But there's a part to this, and we have to find out what's your grind. There's a part to this. First, when we have to realize that we have to take action, and there's a process into us making resolutions. And what we have to find out this afternoon going into day 1 of 2021 is we have to grind. You have to grind in 2021. 2020 should have shown you that 365 days you have to grind. So what's your grind? I looked up in the dictionary, matter of fact, the Urban Dictionary at that, of the definition of grind. I had to go to the Urban Dictionary, and here's what it says. When an individual pushes his or herself to attain a goal. Here's what grind means from the Urban Dictionary. Follow me here. When an individual pushes his or herself to attain a goal. So therefore that tells me there's some struggle in this push. You're going to go through some ups and downs. Michael, you're going to go through some ups and downs, some trials and some tribulations. You're going to find out that everybody is not on your team. You're going to find out that the grind is hard. And I love the way Draymond Green quotes it. And this is my something to think about. Draymond Green says this. It just doesn't go with my story to be a first round pick because I had to grind all my life. Oh, let me say that again because you're going to miss that, and that's a beautiful quote coming from Draymond Green. It does not go with my story to be a first round pick because I had to grind my whole life. Now, if you don't know Draymond Green's story, Draymond Green was not highly recruited coming out of high school, but there was a coach in the name of Tom Izzo that was at Michigan State, and Michigan State decided to call on Draymond Green because Draymond Green was the type of player Tom Izzo loved to have on his basketball team. He knew that Draymond Green was a grinder. He worked hard, that he dived on the floor, played hard defense, so he recruited Draymond Green to Michigan State. And while at Michigan State, Draymond Green was able to achieve not only academically, but also on the basketball court. And then it came time for him to become an NBA basketball player. And scouts knew that, he can't play power forward because he's too short. I don't know if he can play small forward because he ain't quick enough. Now, this goes with the story of some of y'all. You've been told that you're not quick enough, or you're not smart enough, or you're not good enough to achieve something, that you might not be the first round pick. You might not be the lottery pick. Might not be the one that they want to do what needs to be done. But Draymond Green knew this as well. And he realized this. He knew that he was not going to be the first round pick. So his time has come, and the NBA draft is here, and the Golden State Warriors come calling. And they pick him up. And all the while, You come to find out, hey, I'm a second round pick. What are you saying, Charles? I'm glad you asked. I'm glad Draymond Green said it. You might not be the first round pick. I know 2021, you want the better job. You want to do more in church. You want to go back to school. You want to do better in school. You want to do all, those are all the resolutions that we make. But I need you to understand, you may not be the first pick. You may be last. You may be last, the last person they call on. You may be last to get the interview. You may be last to get the opportunity. But you got to grind. It's a daily grind. And this is what Draymond Green understood. But there's three key elements to us grinding. It's three key elements to us grinding. And the first one is you have to plan your goal. If you're going to grind for something, you have to have a plan. Then you have to sacrifice for your goal. Then you have to analyze your circle. That third one is important. Analyze your circle. You have to plan your goals. You have to sacrifice for your goals. And you have to analyze your circle. So let's look at planning your goals. When you plan your goals, you usually write them down. Most of us now put them in our phone, put them in the iPad, put them on the laptop. That's what most of us do. We have an organizer somewhere that we use so that we can write down what we want to achieve in 2021. I can't tell you that you just can't go with the flow. I'm just going to do it. This is my plan. You just can't do that. You have to be able to write down your plan and see it. It has to be visible. You have to be able to see it. You have to be able to read it. Write it down. One thing I loved about Draymond Green, if you watch any of his interviews, if you watch any of Draymond Green's interviews, one of the things that he said is he wrote down that he always wanted to be in the NBA. Most basketball players, most people that play sports always say they want to be a professional something if you really love the sport. But what he did not know is that he was going to have to grind that hard. But it's so good when you grind that hard, when you write down your plan. But then, here's the second piece of it. When you write down your plan, you have to be ready for people to tell you no. You have to be ready for haters, backstabbers, and liars to come in your life and be your fake friends or your fake family members and think that you think that they down for the grind, but they ain't down for the grind at all. And they're the first ones to tell you no. And then you got teachers and educators telling you that you can't achieve nothing. And then all the while you got teachers and educators telling you no. You got people in your community who you think you can call on. And they tell you no as well. But all the while, all these people are telling you no, but you still writing down your plan. You still putting your goals together and your dreams together. But you still got to read them. You still got to believe it. You still got to believe it. If you do it, believe it. If you say it, do it. If you do it, you got to believe it. You got to believe in you. 2021, you may have to just believe in yourself. Madison, you may have to believe in yourself in 2021. You may have to grind by yourself in 2021. So be ready for somebody to tell you no. I don't want them to be in my class. I heard they was a bad student. Nah, I don't want them to get the job opportunity. They got a bad attitude. I don't want them to be in my class. They think they know it all. Be ready for somebody to tell you no. But here's the third piece of planning. Your goals. You got to grind. You have to grind. Even when you don't want to, you have to. Because in 2021, you may have to do it by yourself. What you found out in 2020 is You may have to stand alone on something that you believe in. Ooh, let me say that again. What you found out in 2020 that you may have to bring into 2021 is you might have to stand alone on something you believe in that nobody else believes in, that nobody else believes in you that you can achieve it. So you got to grind daily. What your grind look like? What does your determination look like? What do you tell yourself in the mirror every morning that you wake up? Ooh, that's important. That's an important sidebar. What do you tell yourself in the morning when you wake up? Do you tell yourself that you can achieve your goal, that you can achieve your dream, or do you tell yourself, oh, I can't do it? They don't believe in me, so if they don't believe in me, I don't believe in me. First off, you need to believe in yourself. I need you to understand that. Not everybody gonna believe in you in 2021, so I need you to believe in you. That's why your grind is important. But then you have to sacrifice to attain your goals. See, when it comes to grinding and pushing yourself, it comes with sacrifice. You may have to sacrifice some people. You may have to sacrifice some places, some things. You may have to sacrifice where you live, what you spend your money on. You may have to sacrifice. You may have to sacrifice to attain your goals. And that's difficult. That's the most difficult thing to do, is sacrifice to attain the goal that we want to achieve. Because in the society, it tells us that we need to achieve things quickly, that we have to get somewhere fast. We have to sacrifice for it to attain your goals. And sacrificing does not mean you're going to be the first pick. Sacrificing does not mean you're going to be the first pick. Sacrificing does not mean you're going to be the first pick. Let me go back to Draymond Green. He had to sacrifice a lot. Just like some of you had to sacrifice a lot in 2020. And now you have to sacrifice more in 2021. But you need to continue to grind. You need to continue to push. You need to continue to knock those walls down. Every door that is open, go through it. Understand it's a new opportunity. Sacrificing does not mean, though, you're going to be the first pick. You may be last. You may be the last person picked. You may be the last person interviewed, called. You may be last, but continue to sacrifice. If that means you got to look over your resume and revise it a little bit more, do that, but take the time out to sacrifice so you can get to where you need to get to in 2021. And no, it's not going to come after the first month in January or February or March. That's the crazy part. We want it to come the first month, the first day, the first few hours. It does not come that way. It comes with sacrifice. It comes with time. Then the last piece. You have to analyze your circle. You have to analyze your circle. I know we don't want to let go of some people. I know that we still want to kick it with some people we want to kick it with. I know that there are certain things that we still want to do, but you better analyze your circle in 2021. You better surround yourself with people that's going to push you. See, the one thing I'm starting to realize as I grow, and this is the thing that most people realize as they grow. You got to have people in your life to push you to where you want to go. What you have to understand is you got to have people in your life that push you to where you want to go. Maybe your homeboy from 15 years ago ain't the person to push you. Maybe that's just the person you just have at the cookout. That's cool. Maybe your homegirl that you go to the club with, that ain't the person to push you. Maybe that's just the person to have at the kickback. You need to have some people in your circle to push you in 2021. To make you have a drive, to grind harder, to push harder. You need to have people in your circle. To do better. You have to. You just can't hang with the same people. And understand, you cannot let them get mad at you for hanging with people that's pushing you. If they get mad at you, those are the people that don't want to see you grow. The people that get mad at you for hanging with people that want to see you grow and they're pushing you, the people that's mad at that, you need to leave them alone. That's why you need to analyze your circle. You better analyze your circle in 2021. Not everybody on your social media is cool with you. Just because they like your social media page, just because they like your photo, just because they like your video, your post, does not mean they like you. They might retweet what you say, but they really don't like what you're tweeting. You better analyze your circle. Your grind has to look like something. If someone doesn't push you, let me go ahead and answer that question because that's a good question. And you know what? You went into my next piece. If someone doesn't push you, and I'm just talking about in my life personally and how I was raised, they don't care. Because if they want to see you grow, they're going to push you to grow. Anybody that want to see you grow, they're going to push you. The one thing I realized about my mother, and this whole thing about going back to school, she really pushed me to go back to school. But she never forced it on me. Let me say that again, because I don't want you to miss this piece. My mama pushed me to go back to school. She never forced it on me. What do I mean? I'm glad you asked. Somebody that pushes you is going to make sure things get blocked that's in your way. Make sure that you have wisdom and knowledge. Make sure that you have people around you to help you. People that push you, get you aligned with the right people. That's why you got to analyze your circle. Because remember, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Sometimes it's just good to know somebody. That's why you got to analyze your circle. Sometimes it's not always good to know the person in your neighborhood that stay across the street from you. Yeah, they might cook good. Y'all might have good cocktails, but that might not be the person you just need to be kicking it with. College students, I understand you like kicking it in your dorm, in honors, 445, 337. You like kicking it with your homeboys. But those might not be the people you need to be kicking it with in 2021. You might need to be going to some Zoom calls for some internships, some scholarships. That's what you do. Analyze your circle. Surround yourself with people that want to be better. But here's the crazy piece about it, about analyzing your circle. Justin, people pop back up because of your grind. The same people that tell you no, the same people that don't want to see you succeed, when your grind becomes a success story, when your grind becomes a scholarship, when your grind becomes a better job, a better opportunity, when your grind looks different, be ready for folks to pop back up. That's why you need to analyze your circle, because folks will pop back up. And here's the last piece. Your grind will bring new people to your circle. That's the beautiful thing about analyzing your circle. That's the beautiful thing about sometimes removing people from your circle. Is that you bring new people in your circle so you can expand your opportunities, so you can expand your ideas, so you can expand your knowledge and your wisdom. And that's why you grind. You bring people in your life to push you. So what's your grind? Are you grinding to make sure you make it and get to the next level? Are you grinding to push other people to get to the next level? Or are you grinding for your family? Because here's the thing. If you're a parent, you always are grinding for somebody else. If you're an educator, you're always grinding for somebody else. For all these ministers out here, you're grinding for somebody else. For my doctors and lawyers and educators and police officers and customer service people, you grind for somebody else. You grind for somebody else. That's why it's important to bring new people in your circle. That's why it's important to analyze your circle. That's why it's important to have people to push yourself. Casey, please, Casey Keller, in this season, get you some other managers that get you some managers that will push you to grow your company. Get you some people in your circle to grow your company. Get you some people to grow your company. Analyze your circle. Yeah, that might mean we might not be kicking it back a lot, but it's cool though, because I know you're growing and you're grinding because you're pushing yourself. Please understand this. You have to push yourself. Bring new people in your circle. Analyze your circle. Maybe Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter is not the place to get all the likes, to get all the cool remarks. Because the same people that might be giving you the cool remarks are the people you don't need in your circle. So what's your grind? Please go into 2021 with a fresh mindset, with a fresh heart, with a fresh spirit. And go grind. Go get it. Every door that is supposed to be open, go through it. Because didn't nobody put that door there for you to open. Yeah, they may have helped you. They may have said a word for you. They may have put in a good word of wisdom for you. But you did the grinding. Be thankful for the people that helped you. But be thankful for your grind. Be thankful that you pushed yourself. Be thankful for the people that push you. Be thankful for those people. Your grind is important. Draymond Green made it clear that he wasn't a first-round pick. You may not be the first-round pick in 2021, but do not give up. Don't quit in February because they didn't give you the promotion. Don't throw in the towel in March because it may look like you're not going to get a 4.0. Please make sure you grind. Please make sure you push. Grinding is a day-to-day life experience. Grinding is growing and having trials and tribulations day by day. And if you're not the first round pick, it's okay. If you are blessed with an opportunity, take it. Take it. Use the opportunity, learn from the opportunity, and then help somebody else. Help somebody else. So grinding is when an individual pushes his or herself to obtain a goal. Go out and obtain your goal in 2021. And even if you're not the first round pick, remember, you were picked for the opportunity. So take it and use it and grind and push yourself and push somebody else in 2021. We are building bridges through telling stories. It's your boy, Charles. I'm signing off. Happy New Year to you and yours. God bless you, and may heaven smile upon you on this year, and may many smiles come your way. Signing off. We out.